and you can't create a soul. No human being can create a soul. Is that the moment where a soul enters the human being? Who knows? So yeah, let me know your thoughts down below on that for sure. And for those who don't believe that God gave you a soul, then answer me the question of where did the soul come from? If it's not from God, where did it come from? Where two human beings made of flesh and blood can't put a soul
Welcome
inside
back.
any
Welcome
human
back.
being. We don't even know what soul is. We don't even know what consciousness is. So yeah, it's a very interesting question. You guys ever feel like they're just trying to block out the sun, like stop us from getting sunlight? It's like they're putting something in the middle to stop us from getting the sunlight, or trying to make sure that we don't see something, or just getting us to breathe in all these chemicals. You know, I don't know, but if you've got some theories or ideas of why do you think they do it, then let me know. I've always thought it has something to do with the sunlight. And everyone, before I go, I know what it's like to be in darkness because I know a lot of you are. I read the comments, and I know a lot of you are struggling. I may be in this YouTube on your screen that's got this successful channel and everything's going great, and I'm extremely happy. I am. But don't ever forget, and I want you to know that I came from darkness. I came from nothing, and I know what it's like to be scared, to be sad, angry, misunderstood, not listened to, abandoned, rejected. And I've been there and I've felt it all. I understand with all of you what you're going through. But let me be a testament to you that you can get through it. There's always an end to that tunnel, that dark tunnel that you're in. And I truly think that's why God put me through that. To put me through darkness so I can save those still in it. So how you are as a person, how you're doing, is important and it matters. Because if we don't struggle and we don't feel pain and we can love, then what is the meaning of life? What would be the point? So I know what it's like to suffer, to truly suffer, not physically, talking about here. And I know, trust me, I know. But that's not the end. So don't ever give up. And I know I go over this over and over again, but I'm only here because I never gave up. And I didn't listen to those dark thoughts. Because I wouldn't be sat here. We wouldn't be having this memory. Because that's all life is. It's filled with memories. You know? So keep going. Wherever you're struggling with, never give in because your future self depends on it. And you can help other people who are struggling with the things that you are. You know, there's a purpose for you as there is for me. And I'm sorry to get all deep on you in the end, but, you know, these end of talks are for the people that need that need to hear these words, and many people do, myself included. I'm talking to myself right now. You know, I'm not perfect. I still struggle with things every day. So secretly, I'm giving myself advice. But I came from darkness, so I know what it's like to be there. All right. So never give up. All right. You will make it. All right. So I'll see you tomorrow. Let me know what you thought about that video. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, see you tomorrow. See you then.
Leipzig, Germany. To Leipzig, Germany, 2010. Biologists, led by Svante Pavo of the Max Planck Institute for Evolutionary Anthropology, make a stunning announcement. They determined that early humans not only coexisted on Earth with other more primitive hominins, they also mated with them. But even more astonishing was their finding that another, as yet unidentified species may also be represented in human DNA.
Up until now, most people have been familiar with the typical DNA model of human evolution, in which you have a very nicely defined progression from previous types of human or hominid life up to anatomically modern humans. That's not true anymore. What we're seeing is evidence that there could have been interbreeding with what the actual mainstream media is calling mystery species of humans.
There's a big debate over Neanderthals and others whether they have sexual contact with humans. But if we were, primates already here who evolved by Darwinian evolution, it's not a big step to take the next step and create a cross.
The anthropologist from the University of Wisconsin, Dr. John Hawks, did a comprehensive analysis of human DNA going back for many thousands of years. And what he found was astonishing. If you look at the DNA from someone in 3000 BC, and you compare that to the DNA of someone alive today, it has changed by 7%.
Mapping the human genome, Dr. Hawks found in the past 5,000 years, our DNA has evolved at a rate 100 times greater than any previous 5,000-year period in our history.
So what happened in the last 5,000 years that altered the structure of human DNA by 7%? Is it possible that extraterrestrial humans interbred with us sometime in the last 5,000 years, and that could account for monumental changes in the structure of human DNA?
Could it be that our ancestors are not only hominids who lived here on Earth, but also beings from beyond our world? Ancient astronaut theorists claim that evidence of this can be found in stories throughout history that depict humans mating with gods.
Throughout world cultures and mythologies, this idea of otherworldly beings, gods, supernatural beings, demons having sex with humans is very, very common. The way that we interpret that experience depends on the cultural and religious factors around us.
We can read about these accounts of all sorts of weird beings who had their way with humans. All we have to do is to approach these stories and look at them from a modern perspective, to eliminate the always suggested symbolism and look at these events for what they potentially really were, encounters with extraterrestrials.
There is abundant, undeniable evidence of human and extraterrestrial interbreeding. It's in so many different cultures that to suggest that it's all a conspiracy theory or myth or fantasy is completely illogical.
Pacific Palisades, California, July 17, 2015, 5 p.m. Police are alerted that inside an abandoned SUV parked on a residential street is a dead body. The badly decomposed corpse is sent to the coroner's office so that identification of the victim can be made. Although foul play is not suspected, as police continue to investigate, the case takes a bizarre turn. The body is identified by his fiancée as 60-year-old Jeffrey Allen Latch. Los Angeles police find more than 1,200 guns and 7 tons of ammunition, along with numerous militarized vehicles and $230,000 in cash inside of his home. His fiancée reports that Lash had proclaimed to be an alien hybrid secretly working for the government. It's the weirdest story I think I've ever heard. His girlfriend, and she seems to be pretty normal and legit, claims that he's an alien hybrid, that he was placed on this planet to do something specifically. Nothing adds up in the Buzz's case. Nothing. When examining the body, the coroner's office could not find any fingerprints, even though fingerprints are the last skin tissue to decompose. Flash apparently had no fingerprints. His fiance believed that he was an alien hybrid. And we have to wonder who this guy was. Was he really an alien hybrid, as he said? Why did he have all these weapons? Within the UFO research community, there's been a great deal of controversy surrounding Lash's story because there's been a suggestion that his father, Jeffrey Lash, may have worked on the Roswell incident crash. That's to say he was a scientist who may have been brought in to study the wreckage. And so for that reason, the story's been elevated to an even bigger level. That there was some sort of infiltration of society going on. A number of people who have claimed that they've been abducted by extraterrestrials also claim that they've witnessed what they say are alien human hybrids. And this would indicate that the extraterrestrials have a program of manipulating people and their DNA to genetically alter us slightly. And perhaps this has been going on for thousands of years. And that even as we are today, we've been manipulated subtly by extraterrestrials, and this is still going on. Is it possible that there are already aliens living among us, and that our governments are fully aware of this? Could this be the culmination of years of extraterrestrial abductions? Our decisions here as a species could very well be affecting these other civilizations. So they may be in a sense competing on their behalf. They might not really care about whether we make it or not.
If invasion and takeover of the planet were the goal of these extraterrestrial biological entities, they are so advanced, it could be done easily. Therefore, invasion and takeover of the world cannot be their goal. And if that is not the goal, then what is the goal? What is the alien agenda?
I was always curious why. So you saw how I set it up, but when it drops down, it the cards are never the way that you line them up. At this point, we literally have all the skills we need. Like we got
Combine recent accounts of encounters with so-called reptilian areas to accept a profoundly different genetic truth than the one we've been taught.
excuse me.
But also from a race of reptiles. These genes were swept into our by means of extraterrestrial manipulation. Sierra Leone, Africa, the early 1990s, as civil war rages across the country. Rebels began forcing villagers to mine so-called blood diamonds. But from deep within the earth emerges a vast treasure they weren't expecting. They discovered mysterious figures ranging from 5 to 10 inches tall, often with reptilian or amphibian features, known as anomaly. They're very strange statues. Some are clay, some are granite or limestone. They are humans and human figures with lizard heads. There are hundreds of them. According to legend, the anomaly represent sky gods. When they fell from the heavens, part of the sky turned to stone and rained down fire.
Yippee ki yay!
Curiously, strange blue stones can be found buried with many of the anomaly figurines. These strange blue stones called sky stones have been found with the statue. And at first, archaeologists thought, okay, it's blue stone. But when they analyzed it, they couldn't figure out how these had been made too. Although the people in Sierra
Oh,
Leone
the what?
felt that they were
Okay.
actually pieces of the blue sky made of
Oh, I
metal.
forgot what month we were in. April. Right.
If these mysterious blue stones are really connected to the legend of the sky turning to stone and raining down on the earth with the arrival of the Dolomite, what could they be? Seattle, Washington, March 6th, 2019. In search of further evidence that the Dolomite statues may have an extraterrestrial connection, ancient astronaut theorist David Chalmers has arranged to meet up with skystone collector and researcher Jared Collins. Well, Jared has in his possession a number of the mysterious blue stones that were found near the statues. So how was it that the stones were actually discovered in modern times? This was actually discovered in 1991 by a man named David Ledbetter. He was
Second.
a
Oh,
mining professional here in Canada.
really? By a
And
head.
when
So that's
he
crazy.
was having his crew dig, occasionally these stones would appear. What do geologists say about stone weapons? Are they able to identify them? Just like these guys at 12 different labs, there's not one piece that can sound different here. Everybody has a different opinion. We still don't know actually if these are natural or man-made. So maybe it's from another planet. I really wish I did, but I would love a chance to actually be able to get this in front of somebody else who can look at it. I've got a friend at the University of Washington, and I think we can set this up and have another test done. That would be fantastic. I would love to get some consensus on this and understand what this actually is. While testing down the double stones found in the Noble statues have so far produced conflicting and sometimes even confounding results, David seemed to have been testing for himself. Most broadcast clocks, and it's strong to the brain. Franchise pizza. Definitely not the Freddy's I remember.
You're thinking of the franchise location. This is the original. Some little girl got married. Did you guys hear that?